Anyone's coming in today? Oops. Well, hi Sue. Morning. Hi Isabel. Guess it's a bit sunny today. Hi Michaela. This guy's just waiting behind the camera. Oh no. Hold on. You're going to be still. Say hello to the people. No, you have to move back a little bit though. Move back in your bed. That's it. Look at the camera. That's it. Good girl. I'll lay on her bed now. Sorry. Right, so the camera back up now. Okay, stock. She's getting used to chilling out in the morning now. We don't go out for a walk first thing anymore. We go middle of the day, but she's getting used to it. It's just easier in the middle of the day, so we only have to go out once. I think we're only allowed to go out once, I think. Oh, hi, Anne. Hi, Julie. Oh, hi, Sandra. So I hope everybody's okay. All ready for our Friday morning wake-up yoga. Harry's upstairs doing his Google Classroom, so hopefully he's not going to be too long. Right, I think we'll get started. If anyone else is coming, just give it a few more seconds. Just back from a long dog walk. Oh, you went early then? Oh, that'd be nice having a stretch now then. Oh, hi Ruth. It's Friday already. Yeah, I know. So it goes so quick, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm good. Can't believe it's Friday already. Oh, the weeks are just flying. And February too. What are you looking at, Sky? Okay, we'll get started, I think. Anyone can come in now, can join in. So, get started just on our shins, I think, to begin with. Straighten my man up a little bit. Oh, I need some music. Oh, hang on, I need to get some music. Harry's got my pad. Okay, I have backup. Harry's got my pad for his schooling, so I have to use my old phone for music. I'll just get that going. Wind it. Too much to think about on a Friday morning. Alright, okay, so we get some nice music to chill out to. I hope that's loud enough. Too loud actually. Okay, sorry about that. Harry's got my pad that I usually use for his Google Classrooms. So the only thing I've got for my music is my old phone. But it's okay. It's got my music on it, thank goodness. Okay, so we get started. Has anybody else come in since? No, that's good. Okay. So let's do some breathing to begin with. So just coming on your shins, or if you want to go cross-legged, that's up to you. We're just going to turn the palms up, close down the eyes, and really focus on your breath. So inhaling in through the nose, into the belly, and exhaling out. again, inhaling nice and wide and full into the belly. And exhaling out. Just take a few more of those breaths. Just trying to focus on your breath, just trying to calm the mind, calm the body. Relaxing the shoulders, the jaw, the face. Just turn the music down just a tad. Just let me know if it's too loud. Inhaling. And exhaling. So we've just been rushing about like I just have. I feel a little calmer now. And then just drop the head over the right shoulder. And just allow that left side just to stretch, lengthen and release. And just continue with your nice deep breaths, nice belly breaths right down into that belly, massaging all those internal organs, waking them up in the morning. Waking up with some nice full breaths, allowing that diaphragm to go down. And then take the head up to centre and over to the other side. And then just take a few breaths there. Just close down the eyes if it's a little easier to go internally. And then take the head back to centre, tuck the chin in as if you're giving yourself a double chin. So it's going to get a stretch right down the bottom of that neck, draw the shoulders down, and then just look to the ceiling. Not too much, don't throw the head back, just gazing at the ceiling. So we stretch out the throat area. So squeeze in with a double chin, and then inhale out, stretching out the throat. Maybe a little tight, maybe a bit tight there, especially if you're feeling a bit of anxiety. Sometimes just stretching it out, sometimes helps. Anything helps. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze back in. And one more. And then we take our shoulder rolls. So just let the arms come off, just so you've got a little bit more movement. So rolling the shoulders all the way back, squeeze the shoulder bits down. So almost as if you're trying to squeeze them in together. So really open up that chest, front of the body, and moving the shoulder blades all the way back and down. Inhale and exhale. So inhale as you come up, exhale as you squeeze down. Couple more. So nice and controlled, nice and slow, not too fast. And then we're going to take a few forward. Just rolling it out. Couple more. And then we're just going to bring the arms out with the palms facing down. Just going to get into those rotator cuffs in the shoulders. So turn the palms up and then turn the palms down. So inhale, little finger almost comes up, exhale down. So just get into that rotation of the shoulders. Lots of muscles in our shoulders, so it takes a bit of waking up sometimes. And they do get stiff and they're easily pulled. So just keeping them nice and supple. And then we're going to bring the arms up, breathe in. As we breathe out, elbows forward, hands back, all the way down to the waist. Inhale up, exhale down. As you're doing this, make sure you're slightly tucking the tailbone under. So you're gaining that length in the lower back, not arching too much. Sometimes when we do this, we tend to arch, push the bum out. So tuck it slightly under, just so we're not pinching in that lower back. And just getting some length in that lower back as well. A couple more. And one more. And then take the hands behind the back, little chest stretch. Breath in and out. And then take the right hand down, lift up for the left arm, breathe in. As you breathe out, reach over, just hold that. Make sure the other sit bones down onto the foot. And then reach up and over on the other side, breathe in, and as you breathe out, big stretch over. So just breathing into that right side of the ribs. Lengthening down there right into into that lower back. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. So really continuing to breathe, nice full breaths, lift up, breathe in. As you breathe out, come around. So really breathing into the belly, inhale. So we get all these internal organs moving, waking up, especially in the morning, a bit stagnant. Stagnant, that's not the right word. Coming over now, I hope they're not stagnant. Lift up and over to the other side, inhaling. Exhale. And then back to centre and then come over. So we're just going to get into the hips a little bit. So take the feet a little bit wider than hip, arms behind. We're going to bring the knees down to the right side. Press them down if you can. If it's a bit tight, don't worry, as far as you feel comfortable to go. And then over to the other side. So inhale. And exhale. One more. So the left side. Then we're going to go back to the right. And just holding there. Now this knee can be back or it can be forward, all depending on your hip. So if it's a bit tight coming back, just bring it forward. So just find that position that's comfortable for yourself. No specific position. So whatever feels good. Not comfortable, but feels okay. Because sometimes if it's quite far back, you might find a bit of pinching in here. So that's probably a bit too far. So just adjust accordingly. So we're going to come over this lower leg and foot. So we inhale. As we exhale, chest comes forward. And as we inhale, back of the heart comes back. So inhale forward, heart comes forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, do a couple more, just getting into that back as well. Inhale. Exhale. And then coming back up. And we're going to change to the other side, so coming all the way round to the other side. So again, adjust that leg accordingly. Over this lower leg, inhale. As you exhale, front of the heart brings you down, back of the heart brings you up. You may notice this side might be a little tighter, is on inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Just waking those hips up, couple more. And 1 more. And then coming back up, then bring your knees back up again. Bring your feet just slightly wider than the hips so you can grab hold of your ankles. Inhale to lift the chest up, squeeze the shoulder blades down. As you exhale, round in the back. So squeeze the knees in. Inhale, push the knees out. Exhale, squeeze the knees in. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. And then we're going to come over onto all fours. So just taking the hands and spreading the fingers. Your finger pointing forward. Knees about fist distance. We're going to inhale to push the chest forward. As we exhale, tuck the tail, rounding through the back. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more. So really getting into that lower back as well, midsection of the back, really good for that. We always do this because it's just so good for that back. Should do it a few times a day actually if you're doing desk work or a lot of sitting, so it really does wake up that back. And unstiffen it, and then come around. So we're going to come all the way back so we get into the hips. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward. So we're kind of circling, exhale back. So we get into those wrists, hips, exhale back. And we're going to go the other way. Inhale and exhale. One more this way. And then coming back to all fours, turn the hands around so the fingers are facing the knees, so getting into those wrists a little bit more. So we're just going to sit back onto the heels, tuck the toes under first of all and bring the heels together. So at the same time we get into the feet. So just coming back, the wrist may lift up slightly, that's fine. And we open that chest a little bit more as we push the chest forward. And we open up through the front of the wrists too. So a couple of breaths there. So his arms all stretched out, ready for our dog. And then coming down, our down dog. Clasping behind, draw down, so we open up the chest. A little bit more in that upper back, so spread the fingers, elbows forward. Been laid on that most of the night, so we need to wake it up. Exhale. Right, I'm not particularly our backs, but inhale and exhale. Pop one more. And one more. And then take the hands down. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Tuck under the toes again. We're going to push the bottom up and ease it into down dog. So first of all, just bend the knees a little bit. Lift the hips up as much as you can. Breathe in. And as you exhale, just ease those heels down and then just walk it out a few times. Inhaling and exhaling. Then we're going to lift the left leg. Now optional, you don't have to. You just want to keep it light, just stay in down dog. Press through both hands. Slight grip of the mat so we activate the muscles in the forearms. Then we're going to take the knee to the left arm, elbow, over to the right, back to the left, and then bring it up. And again to the left, to the right, back to the left, and back up. So we're going to do that 3 times. So to the left, stacking the shoulders, to the right, back, and back up. And then this time we're going to bring it through. So coming chest, and then placing the foot, drop the knee at the back. Sweep the arms up, breathe in. And as you exhale, bring that foot forward a little bit more so we can really get into that hip flexor at the back. So getting that stretch back here. So just bringing it forward into the hips. Just sinking down. Inhale and exhale there. Then we're going to drop down the left arm, reach up with the right arm, little side bend. Inhale. So press down into this back foot, that's going to help a little bit. You can even tuck under the toe if that feels more comfortable. And then back up. Drop the right arm down, lift up and over. Inhale and exhale. Then take the right hand down, reach forward, up and back. It's a big reach with that arm. And then just drop the head down. Inhaling and exhaling. Take the hand back then, either side of the foot. Tuck under the toe and push back to dog. And then just walk out your dog a few times. Then we're going to lift up the right leg, bend at the knee. Pressing through both hands and stabilising those shoulders. Breath in and out. Easing the opposite heel down. Then we're going to come to the right elbow, across to the left without moving the hips, just the knees coming across. Back up to the right elbow, hitting the top. And then up, and again, stacking the shoulders fast, then the knee comes in, over to the left, back to the right, and back up. Again, stack shoulders, so we get that stability. Right, left, and back up. And then we're going to come through, so chest, and then between the hands, drop that knee at the back, and take that foot forward a little bit more. Raise the arms up, breath in and out, drop the shoulders down. A couple of breaths there, just allow this hip flexor to stretch. Drop the left arm down and then reach up through the right arm again. You can tuck the toe under at the back, that feels a little bit more stable. Keep your chest quite lifted so you're not coming forward. So just be aware of that, make sure you're lifted on either so we get that stretch. And then back center, breathe in. As you breathe out, come to the other side. Inhale and exhale. going to take this left arm, just by the foot, right arm is forward, up and back. And just let that head relax down. Inhaling and exhaling. A little squeeze on that butt cheek. And then bring that hand back by the foot, tuck the toe under, push yourself back to dog position, and then just walk out your dog. So we've got into those hips a little bit, so we're going to come down now onto the knees and onto the front, on your fronts. So coming down, getting into the back of the body, and leave those shoulder blades, so just make sure I'm still focused. Back to the feet are flat, bring the arms forward. Slightly tuck the chin, lift the arms up a few inches, take the arms out to the side, extend the arms from the shoulders. Turn those thumbs up so the palms are facing forward, and then bring it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades down, tuck the chin, squeeze the feet together. So the heels are together, the knees are together, the thighs are together, and then lift, if that feels okay for the back. Take a couple of breaths there. Then drop the feet down, come out to the side, palms down, and then come back forward. Take then the forearms down, just getting into the other side, so into the core muscles. So tuck the chin, squeeze the heels together, and then just lift the hips up. I think I'm getting a parcel delivered, but he's just putting it by my door, so that's good. Oh, he might ring the doorbell still then. And then push forward, inhale. Oh, he hasn't. And then exhale, tuck the chin. Squeeze the elbows down. Squeeze the heels together. Lift the hips. And then again, push the chest forward. This time I'm going to lift the knees if you want to. So inhale. As you exhale, tuck the chin, lift the hips and lift the knees. Squeeze the heels together. So really activate those legs so it helps out that back. Really important, legs are very active. Don't just hang out in your lower back. Inhale. And exhale. And you feel those core muscles working. And then back down again. We're going to reach forward again. We'll go into the back of the body, so lift up, come out to the side, turn the palms up, and then lift the chest, but tuck the chin. Squeezing down, lift the legs if you can. Feet together, knees together, thighs together, squeeze everything together. Inhale, and exhale. Then drop the feet down, bring the arms out, palms down. Then bring the arms forward. And then in onto the forearms. And then just push the chest through. So lengthening through that front body. Tucking the chin, squeezing the shoulder blades down. A couple of breaths there. Then we're going to come up into our child pose just to stretch that out. So knees open, sit back on your heels, reach the hands forward, breathe in, and as you breathe out, drop the head down. And just relax there, a couple of breaths. One more. And then take it over to one side, stretching down the side body, reaching and breathing. And then back over to centre, so just walk your way through centre and to the other side. So we get that side stretch on that side, breath in. As you breathe out, release down. And then back to centre, spread the fingers, come back to your dog when you get into those legs now. So coming up, walking out, breath in and out. I'm going to walk to the top of our mats. We're going to do our crisscross walk because it gets into those hips. So right foot to the outside of your mat, left foot to the other outside of your mat. So right foot to the left outside of your mat, right foot to the outside, crossing over anyway, I'm getting the left and right and external. And then come up, right up to the top of your mat. Take the right foot in front, bend the knees, and just take a little forward fold there, just releasing that back, breath in and out. And then take the other foot in front, and again breathe in. As you breathe out, forward fold again. Just releasing that back, still stretching those hips, releasing the shoulders, releasing the head and neck. Say yes or no. Get that neck a little bit more released. Yes or no. And then take it back to about hip distance. Take your belly onto your thighs and take opposite elbow. Couple of rocks. Then we're going to slowly roll up. Take the arms above the head, about by the ears. We're going to stir the pot round. So circling 3 times one way, getting into that waist, and 3 times back the other. And get into that centre of the body, massaging. And then come up through centre. We're going to come to the side, little side bend. Breath in and out. And then back to centre, inhale. Exhale, other side, breath in and out. And then back to centre, bring the arms all the way back down and roll the shoulders a few times. Okay, a little bit of balancing. So we're going to start off, feet together. We're going to lift up the left leg, a bit of bouncing into our warrior sequence. So we're going to lift the left leg up first. Foot is flexed. Take the hands to your heart centre. If that's good for you. If you want to bring your arms out there, that's fine. If you want to use a wall, that's fine. Just getting your balance, breath in and out. Woo. And then take the knee, I've got no balance today. Take the knee to the knee. Now you're trying to watch me as well, so it's even harder. Knee to knee, keep the foot flexed. So press the knee into the other knee. So hold there, breath in and out before we go back. Inhale, exhale, and then send that foot back. Bend this right knee, so you've got a little bit of buoyancy. It's a bit easier to balance if that knee's bent. Don't try and straighten out, just bend it. It's getting into those glutes as well. That foot is back, extend that foot behind. So as if you're pushing that foot into something, a wall or something, so it's active. Then we're going to bring that leg down, if you can, into our high lunge. So just keeping the hands together for now. Breathe in. And as you exhale, drop that knee down a little bit further, so really getting into those hips. Inhaling and exhaling. Then we're going to take this into warrior 2. So this heel goes down, this knee stays bent, and we come forward. So it should be in the right position. So heel in line with the middle of that foot. Keep this knee coming back if you can, and then just look over little finger. Breath in and out. And one more breath. And then we're going to come up for peaceful warrior. So inhale and exhale, a couple of breaths. And we're going to take the arm, just resting on the thigh, and bring his arm up and over. Side bend, just reaching. Couple of breaths. Moving into that belly, and then we're going to take it round so this foot stays there, and we turn to face the wall with straight legs this time. I might need to adjust the feet a little bit, so it's like you're on train tracks, so you've got a little bit more balance there. Clasp the hands behind, draw down, lift up both knees. Inhale, exhale. If we can get the heels and hands together, that's good. Your arms are quite tight, maybe not, whatever. Feels good. And then we're going to take it into humble warrior from here. So maybe you need to move that foot slightly more forward. Bend the knee over the second and third toe. And then come forward to the shoulder. Comes by that front knee. Drop the head down. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. inhale, windmill back up into our peaceful warrior. 2 inhales and exhales. And then take the arms out wide, so flying back. So turn that toe around, and if you can, one big swoop back. So we come up where we started. Flex the foot, take the hands back to the centre. Couple of breaths there. And we stay steady. And then we'll place that foot. Come up with the arms, breath in as you breathe out, come to one side, big stretch down side body. Lengthening through those arms as well, really lengthen so you feel that stretch. Don't bend the elbows, lengthen. And then take it centre, breathe in, and as you breathe out again, lengthen through those arms. So you get a little bit more stretch under the armpits. And as you kind of turn the chest to the ceiling as well, get a little bit more stretch, so just experiment. Doing those different stretches. And then come back to centre. Bring the arms down, roll it out. Other leg. So right leg this time. So we're going to lift that up, palms together first of all. Actually, take the palms together, take a couple of breaths. So we just kind of recenter ourselves, notice how we're feeling, come back to the breath. One more breath. And then we're going to take the other side. So we're going to lift up the right leg this time, flex the foot. Just holding there, couple of breaths. Again, find your spot of focus. So maybe a few feet in front, just focus on that. So your eyes are focused, so your mind gets a little more focused. And then we're going to take knee to knee. Press that knee against the other knee. That's quite hard. Keep the foot flexed, ready to go back. Bend that left leg. Quite a bit. Breath in and out. Use your jaw if you want to, a little stronger in those core muscles. And then push the foot away. So if you're pushing that foot against something, squeeze your shoulder blades in so you've got your stability in the upper body. You'll notice such a difference when your upper body is stable. So you're not relying on these muscles, you're relying on these as well. All those muscles working. And then taking that foot down, land that foot, bend that front knee, and then go down a little bit lower. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath there. I'm going to land that heel down and my back to you now. So warrior 2. Looking over the finger, breathe in. As you breathe out, go a little bit lower. Pick up this knee. Work on pushing your feet to the outside of your feet rather than too much on the inside. So working on the outside of those feet. So you get these muscles to work on the outside of the leg, outside the hip, outside the knee. All connected. Inhaling. Exhaling. And then bring it back. Peaceful warrior. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. And we're going to take the elbow onto the knee and reach this arm up and over. Big side stretch. Couple of breaths. One more. And then bring that up, we're going to adjust slightly. So this foot's going to go to the outside of the mat, this other foot is going to come to the other side of the mat. So you've got a bit of a train track stance. Hips are facing forward. Pull up both knees and then come back. So again, that stretch for the chest, stretch through the knee, not stretch for the knee, stretch through the backs of the legs as you lift the knees up. Breath in and out. One more. And then into our humble warrior. So we're going to bend that front knee. So tickle that foot forward a little bit more. Bend that front knee quite a lot, so you're fairly low. And then take the shoulder to the inside of that left foot knee. And then drop the head down. Back in and out. Bring the arms away from the body Soften the elbows so you're not locking those out. So we're getting that chest stretch. One more breath. And then we push through that front foot, bring it up to peaceful warrior. Lifting up, breath in and out. And one more breath, go a little lower into those legs, work into those legs. Just go a little deeper. And then we're going to fly back in, so turn the foot round at the back. And then bring that foot back in. Maybe a few, 2 hops, 3 hops, 4 hops, doesn't matter. Or one swoop. Flex the foot. Take the hands in. And just take a couple of breaths there. One more breath. And then take that foot down. Just bring your arms by your side. Take your feet hip distance. Turn your palms forward. And just close down your eyes for a couple of breaths. Just notice that shoulders opening. Notice how your body is feeling. Inhale. Exhale. Heart rate maybe up a little bit. Moving about a bit. So just calming your heart. Calming your mind. And relax. Come round, sorry. We're coming down. Coming forward now. So we're going to come up onto the toes, taking hands together. So lifting up onto the toes. If you can, coming down without using the hands, but if you need to, take the fingers forward. So we're going to come down. So if you want to do this, just bend as far as you can. Take hands down equally. Then bend the knees. That's the easiest way. The hardest way, obviously, is coming down. Make sure you're on the back of your mat, coming down without using the hands. So lean back a little bit when you get there. So bring the weight back and then bring the knees forward. Really good way of getting down onto your mat. Or getting down onto the floor anyway. So just taking, so you're not coming one side all the time, over using the shoulders. So many people got shoulder problems, probably because they do this all the time. Oh, and then obviously from doing lots of stuff as well, but that doesn't help when you're really always going down on one side or a strong side. We always favour that side. So yeah, it's good to practice that kind of stuff. Roll the shoulders. So we're going to come onto our backs and do a little bit of core work. So coming knees in, just give them a little hug and just rock out your head up into arms. Take the knees up, so the knees are in line with the hips. Hands are just pressing onto those knees, so we activate those core muscles. Press away, squeeze the shoulder blades down, inhale. And at the same time as well, make sure you're tucking the tailbone. So when you press, your back might arch up. Don't let that happen. Press it down into the floor. So you're really using your core muscles to press that back down as well. So you can activate your core muscles more, and also you're not putting any strain in the lower back. So just be aware of that. So pressing, lower back into the floor, pressing the knees. Inhale. Also the shoulders, don't let those tense too much. Bring it underneath the shoulder blades. Then we're going to take away the right leg, extend, keep pressing into the left leg. Again, keep an eye on that lower back. Inhale, exhale. Bring that right leg through. Oh, it's a sales call as well. How the hell is a sales call going through? I'm sure I've got it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, we'll go back again. So inhale, pressing through the hands. And exhale. Then we're going to take away the right leg again. So pressing that hand into the left leg and the left leg into the hand. And then bring that back in. Again, left leg goes away. Pressing the right knee into the right hand. Inhale and exhale. It's quite hard to keep that lower back down. So if it is too hard, maybe just put your feet down and press here if you're really lifting up. So maybe just press against the thighs as another option. So just taking it, a little rock. We're going to lift the legs to the ceiling, flex the feet. We're going to come up, ribs to hips, open up the collarbone, inhale. As you exhale, push the heel away. Inhale up. As you exhale this time, push the other heel away. Inhale up. Exhale, right heel away. And if you want to here, you can take your head down. You can support your head. So if it's a little bit tight in the neck or it feels not good in the neck, just support the head. Keep your shoulders squeezed together. One more each leg. And then bend the knees, hug it in, just a couple of rocks. Then place the feet down. We're going to come the other way, so into our bridge pose. So flatten for the shoulder blades. Make sure this foot is facing forward, not sticking out, so it's in line with the knee and the hip. Breath in. As you breathe out, scooping the tailbone under and coming all the way up into your bridge pose. Squeeze the bottom. Make sure you're almost, imagine you're almost squeezing a little ball in there. So we've got the hip, outside of the hips working quite hard. And then bring your arms up and over. So again, that stretch for the chest, the shoulders. Watch the watch. Take the arms a little bit wider, spread the fingers really wide and keep lifting the hips all the time. Wiggle the head around, make sure that your head and neck feels good. It's not compressed. Inhaling the neck and exhaling. Couple more breaths. One more. And then bring your arms back down. Roll the body back down again. Hug in. Little rocks. Rocking up now. And take it into our forward fold. So push the sit bones away. Soften the knees slightly. Bring the hands either side of the knees. Breath in. As you breathe out, push the chest forward towards the knees. And then come forwards. The shoulders are coming down. So you're not trying to reach for the legs. Otherwise you get all that tension in the shoulders. So just to keep that out of the shoulders. Soften the knees. Come forward as far as you feel comfortable going. Inhaling. So you can get your knees down. That's fine. As long as this chest is coming towards the knees and this back isn't rounding. So we don't want to do this. And the chest towards the knees. Tuck the chin. Inhale. And exhale. Feet together. Then we're going to come the opposite direction. So we're going to take the fingertips underneath the bottom. Hands are going down. Forearms go down. And then we just lift the chest up. Now if you feel okay to do so, you can stretch out the throat. But just be aware of that head. If there's anything horrible in that neck, just stay there. Just stay looking at your feet. Otherwise, you can open the throat up a little bit more. Look into the ceiling. If it starts to not feel good, just bring the chin back in. So a couple more breaths. So really open up that heart area, throat area. One more breath in and out. Tuck the chin in first and then bring yourself back up. Roll your shoulders a few times. Take your hands behind. We're just going to get into that. Those core muscles a little bit more and also the glutes. We're just going to lift up into tabletop. So spread the fingers. Lift up. Squeeze the bottom. So you should be able to get a cup of tea on there and it won't fall off. Keep the chest lifted. Take a couple of breaths there. Now if you want a little more in this one, squeeze really hard for the right glute and extend the, left glute and extend the right leg. Opposite glute squeezes. That's going to keep that stable. And then bring that in. Watch those hips. Make sure they don't drop. Squeeze the right glute. Bring the left leg away. Keep squeezing. It's going to really work those bums. And then take that down. We'll do that one more time. So squeeze the left glute. Working upper body and triceps as well. Length one. And then take that down. Squeeze the right glute. Lengthen the left leg. And take that down. And then lower down. The shoulders. Deep breath in and out. Okay, little rotation in order, I think. So coming down, arms out to the side, taking the legs over the right side. So you may hitch over to the other side of your mat to give you a little bit more space. And then just drop the knees over. Take a few breaths there. If you want a little more, bring the top knee over and just hold there. Inhaling and exhaling. So just starting to bring the body down now to relax. So nice deep breaths again, really breathing into that belly. Exhaling it all out. Twisting and squeezing internally as well. Then bring the knees back together and bring it back to centre. Again, just hitch over to the other side a little bit. Circle your knees first of all, a few times one way. And a few times back the other, just massaging into that lower back. Should feel good. Oh, it does. I could do this all day. And then take it over to the other side. Drop the knees over. Hitch over if you need to. Top leg comes over if that feels good. Just let it go. Breathe into it. Don't fight it. Let the muscles relax and then just ease it over. Just give it lots of breath if it's tight. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Couple more breaths. And then bring that back to centre. Okay, for relaxation today, we're going to do legs up the wall. If you want to, you can just normally relax on your back, it's up to you. But if you want to find a wall, we're going to take legs up the wall. So find your position. Find something warm to put on maybe. Just going to put my socks on. So something warm to put on. Unless your living room is actual wall. Mine's not too bad today actually. So we're going to come legs up the wall. I just have to move my handles. So find a wall that's available. I should have said this, shouldn't I, at the beginning. Just going to change the music. Or you can just lay on your back with a blanket, it's fine, you don't have to. This is just an option, it's just so good for you to do this. It's supposed to help you sleep and all sorts of stuff, so we all need that at the moment. So coming side on to the wall, so as close to the wall as you can, with your knees bent, and then lie down. Mine's going to go. And then you kind of hitch over, so you're trying to keep your bum, the floors go, as close to the wall as you can. And then just shuffle yourself around and just bring your legs up. Slightly flex your feet and bring your legs just slightly apart. And bring your arms above your head for now into kind of a cactus position. So your palms are up. And then just let go there. Breathe in. And as you exhale, just let it all go. So just draining those legs. Especially if you've been on a nice long walk this morning, so they're really good. So treading those calf muscles, maybe a little lactic acid sat in there, so draining all that out. Bring the heart a little break as well. And then just close down the eyes. And just be here. Just enjoy that sensation. That sense of release. Just breathing now all the way down to the belly. Let that expand. And then as you exhale, just allow all the breath to come out. Breathing again. So now you relax, you can completely focus on your breath. And as your body is relaxed, your mind will be too. If you want to move your arms to your belly and your heart, just lay your hands there and just notice how you're breathing. Just the belly rising. Maybe the chest is rising too. But try and breathe more down into the belly. So those shoulders don't tense. Just let them relax. Let them go. Let the jaw soften. Just try and see if you can release between the eyebrows and the forehead a little more. And just notice how that feels. Sometimes we tense quite a lot. I know I do, that's why we're wrinkly then. So where you frown, basically, just try and soften that area. It's an area that kind of responds to stress, anger. So just try and let that go. Soften around the face, around the eyes, and especially between those eyebrows. And just be here for a few more minutes. Mind may wander off occasionally, so just bring it back to the breath. And just try and bring it back to the present moment, what you're doing now. Just feeling your breath, calming your mind, draining your legs. Just start to bend your knees, unless you want to stay there. If that feels really good for you, just stay there. Especially if you have been doing a bit of exercise this morning, that's amazing for that. So just push the legs, push yourself away from the wall with the feet until you get enough space to bring your knees over to the right side. And then just drop those over. Rest down the head into your hands and just stay there for a few more breaths. And just notice how your body's feeling. Breathe into the back of the body, back of the ribs. Notice that sense of calm through the body. Notice how the feet are feeling. Maybe a little lighter. And then when you're ready, unless you want to stay there, gently ease yourself up to back to your seated position. On your shins, or sitting cross-legged, or legs out in front, or just stay lying down, whatever you want to do. Rest your hands up, close down your eyes again. Just going to take a few breaths sitting up, inhaling, exhaling. Couple more breaths to finish the class. Inhaling, exhale. And on the next exhale, we're just going to take the head over just to stretch that neck. If it still feels a little tight, take a couple of rocks. Releasing, lengthening. And then take it back to centre, back to left side. All those describing words, I've been learning about that at the moment at school. Homeschooling, it's all about adjectives. So if I start describing everything, you know, well, I'm going into homeschooling. We go out and we start describing sticks and leaves. It's good actually when you do it outside, it's much more fun than doing it at home. And then come back to centre, roll your shoulders, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands through your heart centre. Thank you very much everybody for joining me. I thought Sky had gone then, she's hiding behind her blanket. So thank you very much for joining me, hope you enjoyed that, especially the end. And I hope you managed to find a wall as well. I should have said that at the beginning really, I usually tell people about that kind of stuff, but I forgot. So long as you found a wall or something nice and relaxing to do anyway. Okay, thank you, I'll see you soon, let me know how you got on. Oh, thanks Michaela. And you, have a nice weekend everybody, thank you.